Hey guys, welcome. Today we'll be talking about tuple in Python. So what is a tuple? Tuple is an immutable sequence of Python objects. It is an immutable because after creation of a tuple, we could not do any modification operations such as addition, deletion, insertion, etc. So each element in a tuple is called an item. Just like in list, each item has an index number and a tuple is defined within round brackets. A tuple can contain different kind of data types such as string, integer, float, etc. So a tuple can also contain duplicate values. You can see these examples. Here everything is string. Here these are integers. Then here it is a string, integer. Then this is a float. You can see here this is a list. These are integers, this is a float, and this is a tuple. You can see duplicate values are present here. The tuple can be created within round brackets. These are the value of the tuple. This is the variable name we have assigned to this tuple, right? So the tuple will be stored at some location in the memory. Then memory address will be created, and the variable will be pointing to that memory address. So after creating a tuple, how to get an item or how to get a value from that tuple? To do that, we can perform indexing operation. Index numbers are assigned to each element of the tuple. Like 0 is assigned to coder, 1 is assigned to 0, 2 is assigned to tally, and 3 is assigned to panda. So to get a value like coder or 0, we could use index number accordingly, right? So this is the variable name of the tuple, then this is the index number of coder, so we'll get the value coder. Guys, indexing operation we have seen in case of string, so the pointer will be pointing at the starting of the location of the index number 0 because we are using 0 here, then we'll get the value coda. Similarly, if we use index number 2, we'll get the value tally. So another way we can get values from a tuple is a slicing operation. So here this is the starting index, this is the stopping index. So the pointer will be pointing at here first because 0 is the starting index, then the stopping index is 3, so pointer will be pointing here, and we'll get all values within these two indices, just like cutting a cake. You can see, you can compare these two, right? So another way we can get the value of from a tuple is stepwise operation. So here this is the starting index, this is the stopping index, and this is the step value. So the pointer will be pointing first here because 0 is the starting index, then it will take 2 steps. So here 1 2, so we'll be pointing here. Now we'll get the value tally. Now we have coder and tally, we cannot move further because our stopping index is 3. Now let's talk about nested tuple. So what is a nested tuple? So nested tuple is a tuple within another tuple. So here office is our outer tuple and this is the nested tuple because it is inside the tuple office. Guys, you can see here coder is present here also and coder is present here also. This coder is an item of the outer tuple office. This coder is an item of the inner tuple. You can see. So how do we get the value either coder or 0 from the nested tuple? We could do like this. This is the outer tuple and at the index 4 the nested tuple is present. So we'll put 4 here, then we are here at the location of nested tuple. Then here the index number of coder is 0, so we'll put the value 0 here. In this way we'll get the value coder from the nested tuple. So guys, as tuple is immutable, we could not do any modification after creation of a tuple. But there are some operations we could do. This can be max, it will find the maximum value, min, it will find the minimum value, length, it will give the length of the list, and so on. You can see these are the outputs. So guys, here we have created another tuple data and it has two items, high and high. So when we do like data into 3, it will create another tuple, right, with the value of the data multiplied 3 times, just like this. And if you do data plus data, you can get the value this. So guys, another thing you have to notice here, let's create a tuple like high and high, right? So if you check the type of this, you will get tuple, right? But if you create like this, hi, then this is not a tuple, this is a string. So be careful guys with this thing, right? So to create a tuple in this way, you have to put minimum 2 strings. So next thing we'll see conversion of tuple to list and reverse, then tuple to string and reverse, right? So to convert a tuple into list, let's create a tuple. We have created a tuple here. So you can see the tuple is this. Now to convert a tuple into a list, we will use the list function and we will give the tuple as an input. So here, if you do this, you will get the output like this. Now this was a tuple, now it is a list. So to convert the list back into tuple, we'll use the tuple function like this. So now how to do the same operation with a string, right? So string to tuple or tuple to string. So we have created a string here. Mr. Internet is here. To convert the string into a tuple, we have to first split it. Then we can use the tuple function to convert the string into a tuple. The split function will return a list. Then after using the tuple function, we'll get the tuple value. So how to convert this tuple back to a string? We can use the join function. So guys, another thing you have to mark here. Let's take the same string, right? Mr. Internet is here. So if we use tuple function direct on the string, we'll get the tuple like this. So to get each word of the string as a separate item for the tuple, we have to do like this. Okay guys, we'll talk about dictionary in the next video. Till then, bye bye.